Here in Cartersville, we manufacture hydraulic excavators from the 20 metric ton up to the 45 metric ton. Prior to going to full manufacturing in 1998, our facility, as it exists today, was full. So just from a floor space perspective, we had to do something differently. The customers were also demanding a much, much shorter lead time. They weren't going to order their excavator 6 months out anymore. So in order to meet that lead time of 2 months or less, we had to do something within our facility to push it down the line. Demand flow technology is not just a manufacturing technology at all. It is a complete business strategy. We've changed the way we do our accounting. We've changed the way we pay our people. We've changed the way we deal with our suppliers. We've obviously changed the way our floor is set up and the flow and the mentality of every organization.
We do, in fact, only build what we have true customer orders for. In the old days, then, you'd basically put your thumb to the wind and guess as to what the spec was on a machine and basically put out there, based upon historical data, what you thought the market would demand. Now, we wait, we know exactly what the spec is, and we put that machine into process from ground one, from the very smallest components, once we know what the customer order is. So it's a fundamentally different way of looking at production.
Demand flow is a data-driven process. All the material Kanbans are calculated, all the processes on the lines are calculated, operations are defined off of hard data. The sequence of events is a list of tasks to assure a repeatable quality product. We identify value-added steps. Non-value-added steps are eliminated. We capture the setup time, the move time, machine control time, and labor. Finally, we have a column where the quality tasks that must be checked are also identified.
Depending on the particular material, we have several different replenishment procedures. For example, in the steel area, we use a steel sleeve that's triggered when a Kanban becomes empty at the workstation. The technician will pull that sleeve and place it on a board over by the wall where our logistics people log it in, and it triggers a supplier to order more material.
As materials are consumed, which we replenish in-house, the technician takes the sleeve and drops it into the FIFO tube, which initiates the replenishment cycle.
Down in the assembly operation, we have a 4-bin system, which the technician on the floor has 2 bins of parts on hand on the floor, and there are also 2 bins of parts in the RIP area in the warehouse. So when the technician on the floor empties his first bin, he removes a card and turns on a light that triggers replenishment of 1 bin. He continues to work out of a 2nd bin while the replenishment process takes place, and then the warehouse operation will replenish the floor Kanban. And the other method of floor replenishment we have, of course, is with our hardware, where we have an on-site supplier that actually works on-site and replenishes the hardware and the bulk items like that as we consume them. And the advantage for us there is we only pay for this material as we consume it, so we're not tying up inventory dollars.
We have a calculated number of in-process Kanbans before and after each operation in the shop. We need to make sure we build only to the IPKs. We have squares painted on the floor where the in-process material would be placed after it's been through an operation. They can easily see on the floor how many they have left to build. A secret sheet is a build tag that initiates our building process. It tells the shop the next component that they need to build on their line. Every day I load the orders into the system and print off sequence sheets for that day's worth of orders. We print off about 35 sequence sheets for each Base USA order. That would be for components such as the boom, the arm, the main frame, the track frame. The first suppliers we hit on to deliver in sequence was suppliers that delivered either very large components to us or very expensive components, so we don't have to hold a lot of inventory. Allowed us to free up some space on the shop floor.
Line design is a key to having a profitable facility that you know will function at periods of high demand while establishing a process which will flawlessly work during periods of low demand. When we do line design, the things that we're capturing are in-process kanbans, which have been mathematically sized. We also establish the staffing level that's going to be required at capacity. This changes along with customer demand. We do calculate the total product cycle time, which is a working time from the start of production till it's ready to be warehoused. Takt time is a tool that we use to size the equipment that will be required and to define our operations. Operations are established at demand of capacity. As the production requirements fall, the operations remain the same and people move from operation to operation, unlike splits, which are constantly redefined as the volumes change.
Previously, we had a time-based pay program, whereas a technician coming to work here would receive a raise every 6 months, whether he's performing well or not, whether he's doing multiple tasks or not. And now we have a pay for skills program in that our pay raises are based on technicians learning to do additional jobs within the manufacturing area. We have an incentive pay plan here that is structured around our linearity and our ROA payout. And linearity, simply put, is the ability to manufacture the right product at the right time, not being ahead of schedule, not being behind schedule, but being on schedule. And our ability to produce the right product at the right time is measured, and it goes toward our efforts to pay out an incentive bonus at the end of the year. Our technicians now feel that they are partners with the company in an effort to manufacture the best excavator that is manufactured, to provide that excellent product to the customer.
DFT, in the eyes of human resources, is that it provides our organization with the opportunity to train our employees to learn as many jobs possible to satisfy the customer's needs. Everyone in the workforce goes through DFT training. The DFT has really helped everyone understand that the customer is the most important aspect of our business, and that without a customer we don't have a business.
Operational method sheets are the tool that we use to convey the quality requirements. It identifies the work that they must check when the product comes to them to be processed. It identifies the critical steps along the process and the work that they must verify has been done before they give it to the next person.